So 50 miles per hour, dual 3000 watt motors, and up to 70 miles of range, all around $1,300. This might be one of the craziest value electric scooters that I've tested in a while. But is it actually worth it, or is it just a spec sheet monster that falls apart in real life? So today we're checking out the Tifgalop K8, and I'm putting everything to the test. So we're gonna jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. Alright, so first of all, this is a pretty heavy box. This comes in around 116 pounds after it's assembled, so you know that it's going to be a little bit more with the box. Definitely a two-man job in my opinion. As far as the packaging, this comes pretty well packaged, what you would expect. Cardboard in place to keep it from moving around. Also has some styrofoam to protect the finishes. And right out of the box, you get the scooter, you get the charger, you're getting the tools, and you're getting some extra accessories included. So setup is pretty straightforward. The wheels already installed. You don't have to worry about any of that. Kickstand's already placed. Really, the only thing that you need to install is the handlebars. You do have an accessory bag in there, which I like. With this, you can put it on the handlebars. You can put it on the back of the seat. You also need to install the seat itself on the unit. Again, this is pretty straightforward. There's two screws that you need to put on. Seat is nice, and I am going to show you guys what it looks like and just how to use it. But for me, I normally take them off after I review. I like standing up on scooters. So other accessories, you do get a tool bag like I mentioned. You get the pack that you can install. You also get a combination lock, which you can go ahead and set whatever combination you want, which I find that's amazing. Good quality, nice and thick as well. And you also get two chargers. This scooter is going to have two charging ports, which is going to make the charging time even less. All right, so total setup took about 20 minutes, give or take. Did the full charge, and now it's time to take it out and just do a quick walk around. So first, let's talk about the seat itself. Like I said, the scooter does come with a seat. It does bolt to the platform with 4 Allen heads where you can remove them all together. But since I'm doing a review, decided I want to go ahead and just kind of test it out to see how I like it. So again, the seat folds in a couple different ways. So the top of the seat actually folds upwards, so it's easy to fold in, then you can tilt it down or whatever the case is. You also have the height adjustment. Again, you can adjust this to whatever height that fits your needs. And the seat pole itself, it does have a spring built into the seat pole. So not only does the scooter have springs in the suspension, but the pole also has springs that helps with the comfort. At the bottom of the seat, you can go ahead and release it there and the whole thing will fold down. So if you want to store this with the seat installed, you can pull the seat itself out, then fold the main platform down, then you should be able to fold the scooter down and it's all set. So just doing a couple test runs on the seat. It's nice and comfortable. It does really fit whatever you're trying to do, so you can adjust it to your needs. But like I said, nice seat. For me, I'm gonna remove it because I like standing up, especially on a scooter this powerful. So like I said, this is about 116 pounds, but unfolding and folding it, it's pretty straightforward. So there's a tab on both sides. You can use either one to release the locking mechanism. So basically you release this tab, then you can pull the handle all the way up. Once you pull the handle all the way up, it will go ahead and lock in. Once it does that, there's a handle on the front that you need to push all the way up. Then you need to tighten and lock the last piece of the mechanism. So these three, just make sure everything's locked in place and it will not fail once it starts moving. All right guys, here we are. This is the Tifgalop K8 6,000 watt dual motor electric scooter, and this one is going to be a beast. This does also have LEDs, which I'm going to show you what it looks like in the daytime as well as the nighttime. But first, let's go over some of the specifications. So as I said before, this has two 3,000 watt motors. Combined max speed is up to 50 miles per hour. Dual suspension as well. Suspension in the front. You can also see that it does have large, extra large shock absorbers incorporated with that suspension, so definitely that's going to provide for a smoother ride. In the rear, we do have dual springs as well, as you can see there. This is also going to make for a comfortable ride, but you can also see that these are also adjustables, so you can adjust it based on your weight or preference, make them harder or make them a little bit softer. Dual disc brakes in the front and the back. These are not hydraulic, these are cable brakes. You can see these are rotors right there, and I'll put the exact size on the actual camera right now. As far as the front, we do have the horn, and let me go ahead and turn that on so you can hear what it sounds like. All right, horn right there, and let me go ahead and flip the light on. You can see nice looking set of lights, but once you turn the light on, you also see that the LEDs also come on, and this looks really good in person. You can see it does go through the different transitions: pink, yellow, blue, green, you name it, it does have it. Not only on the front, as you can see there on the front, on both sides, but you also have it on the deck, guys. Different transition, and you also have it on the rear, which this kick plate right here looks amazing. So this is what it looks like in the daytime. Here's a shot at what it looks like at night. Also, if I haven't mentioned, this does come with dual battery chargers. This is gonna make for a faster charger. Lithium ion Samsung battery. Input voltage 67.2 and the battery capacity is 38 amp hours, as you can see there. This is also weatherproof, so you can go ahead and close this up just to make sure no water gets in. Do have turning signals as well, so flip to the left. You can see a radiant transition there, looks really good. Flip to the right, you can see what that looks like. So in addition to the turning signals, which I like the transition, it slowly fades from left to right or right to left. This also has built-in brake lights, and these are below the decks. So when you press either brake, whether it's front or rear brake, you will get those brake lights illuminate. So again, looks really good. I like the position that it's in, and it's a good safety addition. So I think the lighting overall looks really good on this. I think Tifgalop did a really good job. But one thing that's also overlooked at times, and look at this thing right here. This thing's a beast. You can see it's adjustable, it's nice and thick. And for some reason, that was one of the eye catchers that I like when first looked at this scooter. Just the kickstand looks really beefy as well to go along with the scooter itself. Up top, we do have our light switch on and off, so this turns on the front lights as well as the LEDs. Do have the turning signals right here, horn button, and we do have a key. It does require a key to get this started and going. And also next to that, you can see the battery voltage. Right now it's showing 66.7. Rear brakes are going to be on the left. Do have some adjustment right here, as you can see, just for the overall feel. On the right, we do have the front brakes, and we do have the same adjustment right here. Coming over to the right side, we have two buttons, Eco/Turbo, and we have the Single/Dual motor button. The dual motor, you can feel that instant power from the front, and if you're not careful, you will hear it spin out, or you can also lose traction. So definitely want to be careful with that, but can't wait to show you guys what that looks like. Trigger throttle right here, which I do like. I do like the combination of having that next to the brakes. It just makes the transition from going fast to slowing down a lot smoother, at least in my opinion. On the main control, you do have your speedometer. You can switch that from miles per hour to kilometers. You can see there's the battery readout, the gear that you're in. To switch the modes from the gear, all you need to do is hit the mode button. You can see goes from 1 to 2 to 3. But a combination of the 3 gears, as well as a single motor, dual motor, and the Eco Turbo, is going to determine what speeds you go. So let's start out with doing a quick speed test. I am doing turbo currently in dual motor, and I'm in mode 1. So on the actual LCD, I am going 23 miles per hour. On my phone, I'm going 20. Let's kick it up to mode 2. All right, so 32 on the LCD, 28, 35, 30. Slow it down a little bit. 28 on my phone, 37. I love this road. All right, mode 2, look like we're maxed out at 35 on the LCD, 31 on the actual GPS. So we have 31 currently. Let's go to mode 3. Dual motor, turbo, 38 and 34. 37. I just ran out of road. Wow, I got here quick, didn't I? It's almost like I need to go on a real road to test this out. I like this twisty right here. Definitely got to be careful though. All right, we got a nice long stretch. 35, 38, 40, 40, 43, 43, 43, so 44. Holy crap. So quick speed measurement right there. I did go into the settings and I made sure that this was set at 100%. So again, we're at 44. It looks like on the actual GPS, and we had 48 on the LCD. So I'm gonna call it 44, maybe 45 miles per hour. One thing to take into account is just the delivery of this guy, the smooth power delivery, especially when in single motor. It just instills confidence, guys. It just makes you feel comfortable on the scooter instantly. So let's talk about the suspension. Now, I'm 6 feet tall, 230 pounds, and you can see just jumping up and down on this. The springs do a really good job absorbing every little bounce. Now, when it comes to the suspension, this is where the scooter actually does really well. Going over cracks, small bumps, uneven pavement, the suspension along with the huge tires absorbs a lot of the shock. Not only is this luxury smooth, but the speed for the price, it does a solid job keeping this scooter stable. At higher speeds, you can definitely feel the road a little bit more, but it doesn't feel out of control or sketchy. Still feels solid. As far as the off-road suspension, technically, you can take this off-road. And looking at the tires, you can see these are street tires, so they're built for paved roads, but this does a decent job, whether you're on gravel or you're going off-road like I am right now. So if you're on grass or packed dirt, this is gonna do fine. But once you hit the loose terrain, sand, and anything rough, you're gonna lose some traction. Again, this is definitely more of a pavement cruiser than an off-road beast. As far as the hill climb test, I haven't been able to find a hill that this doesn't conquer as of yet. Whether I'm doing it on a paved surface or even on grass, put it in dual motor mode and it's gonna conquer anything they throw at it. The advantage is that the high power wheels, it distributes a load and keeps you moving no matter what. Alright, so let's talk about braking, because on a scooter that can hit up to 50 miles per hour, 44 in my case, or 45, this matters a lot, and this uses dual hydraulic disc brakes in the front and the back, and you can feel it immediately. So when you pull the brakes, it bites hard, like you're stopping very quickly, but you're also stopping with confidence, but at the same time it's not overly grabbing where it can throw you forward. It's actually pretty controlled. From mid speeds, it slows down fast without feeling sketchy, which is exactly what you want. Now at higher speeds, you definitely need to brace yourself and shift your weight backwards, but honestly, this is one of those setups where the brakes actually match the performance of the scooter, and that's not always the case in this price point. Alright, so let's talk about the range test, because this is where expectations need to be realistic. Now they claim up to 65 to 70 miles, but that's under ideal conditions. So low speed, eco mode, lighter rider, in real world riding, especially if you're using a turbo and dual motor mode, I was not hitting that number. Still getting very solid range with the scooter. I was getting about 30 to 40 miles with different configuration speed, so you can easily get a full ride session without worrying about constantly charging the scooter. And if you ride more conservatively, you can stretch that range out quite a bit. So after riding this thing, testing the speed, testing the range, the suspension, here's the bottom line. This scooter is all about power as well as value. For around this price, getting dual 3000 watt motors, close to 50 miles per hour, solid range, and hydraulic brakes, this is actually kind of crazy, but it is not perfect. Two things that I noticed is that one, it is heavy, so it's not built for serious off-road. So if you're a beginner, this might honestly be too much scooter for you. Also, the two buttons, the single/dual motor button, as well as the turbo/eco button, those are hit or miss. Because there's no indicator on the LCD, you don't necessarily know when the buttons are pressed or not. Hopefully in the newer model, they can add either lights or something that indicates what is selected when you press each button. But besides those, this scooter is perfect. And if you're looking for something that's fast, that's fun, and something that gives you a lot of performance, this right here is a good problem to have. So now I want to hear from you. Would you ride something that goes almost 50 miles per hour, or is this just too much scooter for you? Don't forget, I will be leaving a link in the description where you can go ahead and check it out, along with any coupon codes. Any questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.